Hey Year 6, it's Miss Jobbins here with your lesson 2 of your art topic, We're the Illustrators. As you know, this term we're looking at famous author illustrators in our art, and I was so impressed with last week's topic of Nick Sharratt. I was so impressed with the level of detail each of you have put into your pieces of work and how hard each of you had worked in terms of your learning. Please keep it up, and we really hope that you like today's topic as much as you liked last week's topic, and I can tell that you all had so much fun. Like I said, we were all so impressed. Now, as you might have remembered, I did mention in Monday's Zoom to my class and some of Garnet that we would like you, if you can, to keep your illustrations as well as your English and maths work, so that when we hopefully come back into school soon, you'll be able to stick them into your art book. So if you can maybe make yourself a nice little folder or something like that to keep them all in, that would be really lovely. So please make sure that you're looking after them. So it is Friday the 15th of January, and we're looking at We're the Illustrators. And as you can see, today's lesson is all on Quentin Blake. The lesson objective is to learn and explore the different illustrations of Quentin Blake. And the success criteria is I can explore the different techniques the illustrator uses in their work, and I can create my own illustrations based on this illustrator's style of work. So, question 1 is, who is Quentin Blake? Now, you might have heard the name Quentin Blake somewhere. Take a look at the illustrations below and spend a couple of minutes thinking about where you might have seen them. Does this type of illustration look familiar to you, and where from? So write down on your piece of paper who you think Quentin Blake might be, maybe where you might have seen these types of illustrations. Can you think about what book or maybe show or program or whatever, magazine, etc. you think these might be? Why does this type of illustration look familiar to you? Where do you think you've seen it before? Pause this video and come back to me. So, you should have written down, pardon me, on your piece of paper who you thought Quentin Blake was. Quentin Blake is an English writer of children's books and an illustrator. He has illustrated several books for children by the popular writer Roald Dahl and has won several awards. Some of his most famous work include Matilda, The Twits, The BFG, and George's Marvellous Medicine. He was born in Kent in 1932, and his first drawing was published when he was only 16 years old. So not old at all. Really quite young, only just a teenager, which is absolutely amazing. He studied English literature at Cambridge University before working at London's Royal College of Art for over 20 years. So that's a really prestigious, so high-level university and then place of work. So he's obviously worked really hard to get where he is today. Quentin Blake has illustrated over 300 books, including 30 he has written himself. So as you can see here, when you get through to the PowerPoint, you'll see some key events in his life. We've followed them all in a chronological order for you to follow following these arrows. So please, when you get to, make sure that you take a good look and you have a look at his life and his illustrious author and illustrator career. We also know some things about his interviews and a bit about him. So, from an interview with Quentin Blake, somebody asked, what is it like to work with an author interpret somebody else's text? Take a good look at this and see how he feels reading an author's descriptions and then transferring them. That means moving them from page to pen, from writing to a picture. So what he did with Roald Dahl's books is he listened to what Roald Dahl and how he described them and read how he described them. That's how he created his characters. So now we'd like you to use the videos below, so just here by clicking on these 4 videos, for you to follow and draw some well-known Roald Dahl characters. Choose one and have a go at drawing in the style of Quentin Blake. This will be good practice before you get onto the main task. So we'd like you to spend maybe about 10 minutes just going through these videos and on your piece of paper having like a rough go, having a little play with the different styles and how he did them. So we'd really like to see your little sort of like first drafts. Maybe you're going to choose to draw Willy Wonka, maybe an Oompa Loompa, maybe Mr. Twit or a Hornswaggler. What a name. So yeah, so really have a think, have a go, maybe practicing 2 or 3 and then move on to task 3. Please pause this video and come back. Hello, welcome back. You should have had a go at drawing your characters like Quentin Blake. Don't forget to put your name, today's date, and LO at the top. So when you upload it, it has all of those things there as well. Don't forget to keep all of these pieces of paper with you so you can look after them and bring them in to stick inside your art books. So this shows you some ways in which to draw facial features like Quentin Blake. Now we know that facial features are quite tricky, but we know that if you always start with the face shape first and then you can start to add in other elements. You can see it's quite like rough drawings, but they're quite finite. That means like very fine, very detailed, rough drawings. So maybe you can use some of these when it comes to your task today. Don't forget that you can always go back and forth between the slides as well. So today's task, we'd like you to use the resources you have in your home to design, plan and create your own front cover in the style of Quentin Blake. The front cover will be for an imaginary book about yourself. You need to include 1, a drawing of yourself in the style of Quentin Blake. 2, a title. This could be your name, just like Matilda. It's up to you. Maybe you'd like to throw in some alliteration, some trick of 3 to make it really engaging and exciting, particularly when someone first picks up that front cover. They're going to want to see it and look at it and go, oh, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, I'm going to read this just by the little front cover and the title you've given it. 3, what could you be holding or doing on the front cover? For example, Matilda is reading and is surrounded by books. So we know that it's obviously a girl who loves being educated and reading and things like that. So maybe really think about your favourite things. It also has to, if you give it catchy title, link to the title, obviously. Also, what colours and textures and materials might you use for the background, but also the drawing? You're going to draw in pencil and then write in pen. Think about these sorts of things. You could use whatever resources you have at home. This could be watercolours, felt tips, colouring pencils, crayons, paints, whatever you have around. You can also change the author of the book to your name and keep it as a Roald Dahl series. Maybe perhaps you're going to write another Roald Dahl book. Really think about it. Please pause, plan, design and create your own. We hope you enjoyed today's task and remember to be as creative as you can be. Pause this video to come back for your final set of instructions. Good luck. Welcome back. As you can see, there is an extra challenge for those of you who finished that first challenge and uploaded it to Dojo. We'd like you to have a go at this extra challenge. Can you draw your class teacher in the style of Quentin Blake? Please be kind, Jet class, please. Please be kind to me. I don't want to open it up and like cry because everyone thinks I'm like a monobrow fat old lady. Thanks, guys. So, Jet class, can you draw me? Have a go at drawing Miss J. Kyanite class, can you have a go at drawing Miss Spannenberg or Mr. Collier? Choosing one of them, or you can maybe draw them together, have a bit of fun. Garnet class, perhaps you'd like, and we'd like you to have a go at drawing the lovely Miss Story. So if you see some particularly amazing entries, we will feature them on the website for everyone to see. And we will also send them to Mrs. Weimart to go in this week's newsletter. So please have a good go and pause this video and come back to me in a moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we'd like you to upload all of these to Class Dojo, and we hope you had fun with today's task, but also learnt a lot about the author, illustrator Quentin Blake. Now, as you know, we always load up some extra videos for you to have a look at, so if you get the chance, please take a look on the website. We hope you had lots of fun, and we really are looking forward to your entries. Have a great day, and speak to you soon. Bye!